Welcome to the second part of this tutorial where I'm showing you how to make a two-piece linen set. The last tutorial we cut and made the top, and now we're making the trouser piece. So here now I'm gonna head to I'm marking out my basic measurement. That's my hip. The crotch I'm working with is 13 inches, so I'm going to be including a 2-inch band to this, so I'm taking out that 2-inch band measurements just like you see here. I'm also going to be marking my tie because I'm also going to be measuring my ties on it as well. Then the length of the trouser I'm working with, I will impute it. So I'm using this pattern because we're working with a white fabric and I don't want to stain the fabric, so I'm just going to be using this pattern paper to illustrate to you. I'm also going to be using this pattern to also cut out the back piece of our pants as well. I'm also going to be showing you how you can neatly sew it, especially if you don't have a whipping machine and if you want to sew it to a ready-made standard. So I'll just go ahead and highlight my hip line, my crotch line, and my tie line and the length of my trousers. So from your hip line you can go down by 2 inches to get to your crotch line, or you can as well sit on a flat surface and measure from where you want your trouser to sit to the chair you are sitting, to the flat chair you are sitting. So I'm going to impute my round hip measurement all the way to my trouser waist, the hip line, and also the crotch line, and I will highlight with a straight line. I also went ahead to add about ½ inch allowance to it as well. So for instance, if the hip line I'm working with is 11 inches, what I marked here is 11.5 inches, and I ruled a straight line just like so. So at my crotch line I'm going out by 2.5 inches because I'm working with a big size here. I'm working with a plus size here, so you can do 2 inches if you're not on a big size. So I'll go ahead and curve it like so all the way to the hip line, just like I did in this video. So the next step now is to mark your tie. So your tie should be divided by 2. For instance, if your tie is 28, that means you are going to be marking 14 inches. So 14 inches plus ½ inches for ease. So just go ahead and mark it. So I'm going to be marking 14.5 inches at my tie line just like so, and I'll connect it with a straight line to my crotch line just like I did here. So at my the length of my trouser, what I did is, what I have at my tie line, I minus about 5 inches from it. I minus about 5 inches, so 4 inches, sorry. So for instance, at my tie line I did 14.5, so I minus 4 inches from that point, and I marked at the length that I'm working with for this trouser. So you can, if you want to use very big at the down part, you can just mark exactly what you have at your tie line at the length of your pants. So I'll just go ahead and highlight all of this for you to see, and I will label it my front piece. I'm also going to be including a pocket to this pants, so just stay tuned to this tutorial as I'll be showing you how to go about it in the course of this video. So I'm also going to be including about 1.5 inches at the hem part for hemming the down parts of my trouser. So I'll just go ahead and include that at the down part, and I'll go ahead and cut this out neatly. So like I said, this is the second part of the video. I will include the first part of this two-piece tutorial. I'll include it in the description box, and if you have any question, do well to just ask your question in the comment section, and I will do well to answer all your questions. So I'll just go ahead and cut this out just like I'm doing here. And don't forget that what I'm measuring on this pattern, I minus 2 inches from it because we're going to be including a 2-inch band to this pants. So I'll go ahead and cut everything neatly, and I'll go ahead and place it on my fabric, and I will cut exactly what I have on this pattern on my fabric. So you can see I've gone ahead to cut it out. Then at my crotch line I had about ½ inches allowance, just like you can see here in this video. So now I'm going to place the same pattern to get the back panel of our pants. So at the upper part I left about 2.5 inches, then at the crotch line I left about 3 inches. So up here I'll go ahead and measure 2 inches. So just pay attention to what I'm doing here. Then at this other part here I went by ½ inches, and I'll connect that 2 inches up to that ½ inches. This is just to give the bum a very easy way to sit on you when you wear it. So I'm going to mark about 2 inches up there, just like I'm doing at my hip line. I'll do 2 inches as well. Then at the crotch line I did 3 inches, and I'll connect all this with a slanted line, just like I'm doing with my pencil. So at my tie line, what I did is I will blend that 3 inches that I marked at my crotch line, and I'll blend it all the way to the down part. So you can just be marking 2 inches, 2.5 inches, just blend it all the way to the down part. Remember, this is also going to be serving as a stitching allowance for our pants. So just go ahead and blend what you marked at your crotch line. So if you are not working with a big size, at the crotch line you can mark about 2 inches, or even you can mark 2.5 inches, but I did 3 inches there because I'm working with a big size for this dress. So I'll go ahead and cut out. Just pay attention to how I'm cutting it out, and after cutting I'll go ahead and slash open the center front that is closed. Then I'm going to go ahead, just like I told you earlier, I'll be including a pocket to this pant. So I'll go ahead and cut out my pocket. My pocket will be about 8 by 9 inches. So go ahead and label your pants, especially if you're working with a white fabric. I just went ahead to label it so that I know which side I'm using for the back and which side is going to be serving as my front. I'll also just go ahead and cut out for the pockets that I'm using. I'm going to be showing you how you can fix your pockets on this pant. So just go ahead and label just like I'm doing, and we'll begin stitching all our pieces together. So first is to include our pocket. So what I have here, I have about 10 by 8 inches for my pockets. I'll open up and begin stitching. So just pay attention to what we're going to be doing here. So the first step now is to go ahead and close up my crouch. I'll close up the crouch for both the front piece and the back piece as well, and I'll do that neatly. So you can see how I did it. It's the same method I showed you how you can close the shoulder for the shirts part. That is the first part of this tutorial. So just go ahead and place your pocket like this on the front, like so, and I'll measure about how open I want my pocket to be. So I'll measure about 7 inches. I'll measure 6.5 inches, just like so, and I'll go ahead and stitch straight and stop at that point I marked. So after stitching straight, I'll go ahead and open that point I marked. I'll just cut it open a little bit, the inch size. So I used about 5 inches to stitch it. So I opened it like so, and I'll go ahead and turn it just like I'm doing here. Just pay attention to the way I'm folding it in. So just open it up like so. Make sure that it is placed properly. So the upper part now, you can see that part that I cut out, you can see how it's sitting properly. So now is to close our pocket, but we are going to close our pocket stitching it this way and the upper part. But before we stitch the downside and the upper part, we'll go ahead and close the inner pocket. So you can go ahead and fold your inner pockets by that side like so, by folding it with ½ an inch, or you can turn it at the wrong side to go and stitch it, which is what I'm going to do. So I'll turn it like this, and I'll go ahead and stitch it all the way to the other side. So after stitching to the other side, I'll turn it over just like I'm doing here. I'll turn it over. Go ahead and give it a good press when you're done, and after turning this over, you can see our pocket is already forming neatly. So now is to go ahead and close it up. You can see how it's looking. So go ahead and close it up. So go ahead and stop stitch on the upper part and the side as well. So the upper part like so, go ahead and stitch that side and the upper part just like I demonstrated with my hands. So after stitching it, go ahead and cut any thread you might have. I'll go ahead and also do the same for the other side. You can see how beautiful our pocket is already looking. I'll do the same for the other side as well. So after doing that, this is what it looks like. Go ahead and give your pocket a very good press. So the next step now is to attach the back panel of this pants and close up all the sides. So I'll attach the back panel, I'll close up the sides, and I'll also close up the downside of the pants. So this is what it's looking. I've gone ahead to give it a very good press. So this is the back piece. I also went ahead to close the crotch area. You can see how neat it's looking, like it's already looking like a ready-made. So go ahead and close up the side. So ensure that when you're stitching, you stitch and close up that rough edge at the pocket area. So just go ahead and close your sides and close the inside as well. So for the band, I'm going to, remember I told you I'll be using a 2-inch elastic. So I divided my band into two, the shorter one and the longer one. The shorter one is about 20 inches. So the longer one is where I'll be fixing my elastic. I have about 2.5 inches on fold here, because the half inches is what I'll be closing up to use to join to my trouser. So I'll fix my elastic like so. I'll top stitch on the sides and I'll drag it and top stitch on the other side as well. After doing that, I'll go ahead and stretch my elastic like so and stitch on all the sides. I'll stitch on one side and the other end as well, just to give it a design. So this is what it's looking like. Next, I'll attach it to the smaller one and I'll go ahead and fix it on my trouser. So this is what it's looking like. You can see how neat it's looking. Next is to go ahead and fold the down part of my pant neatly. Give your trouser a very good press. I hope you learned something and you'll be trying this out. This is the end result of this pants. You can see how it's looking. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.